Hello my marvellous sausages, and the Wishkeeper quest dropped yesterday as part of this week's story quest. So I'm going to go through exactly what you need to do and show you how to complete the quest itself. Now, I had the bow drop today and I initially ran the quest solo. And you know, it's not too bad solo. The boss fight can be a little tricky because of, well, there's timers that can kill you. But there is a nice little cheese spot there as well. Now, using this cheese spot, I managed to get it completed solo, so I'll show you that little cheese spot when we get to the end, but bear in mind, of course, it could very well easily be patched by, well, the end of this week, so I'll just have to see what happens there. But however, don't worry too much about doing it solo, because what's different now is that we've got Fireteam Finder, and that's very, very useful for getting a team together and running this particular exotic mission, because you don't really need comms. There's nothing really complicated in it. Just have a quick look at the guide here. I'll show you the mechanics that happen, and once you've done the first couple, you'll be able to go through it, no problems at all, with anybody you may find on Fireteam Finder. So that's really, really good as well. And it's very doable with 2 or 3 of you. It's no worries at all. Now, in order to get the quest started, you just need to do the normal weekly mission as it pops up. This is week 4, so make sure you complete the week 4 part of the story. And as part of it, you'll end up talking to Crow. And then after you've talked to Crow, the actual exotic mission will appear here in the helm. Look, there it is, Starcrossed. Now, we've got 2 versions of it. We've got the normal and the legend. Now, there is a catalyst for this, and I'll wager that's what the catalyst is for the legend. But all we need to do run today is the normal one. And there are modifiers in here, so it's worth bearing these in mind, particularly if you're running it solo. There's a void threat, so you want to make sure you've got a bit of void protection there as well. And there's a solar surge and a stasis surge as well. And all combatants in this activity will have at least 5 points over your current power level. Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem, that, though. So let me quickly go over what weapons I'm taking in. I'm taking in my Riptide because we've got a Stasis Surge. Very, very useful. I'm taking in my Sunshot because it's brilliant for, well, kicking people's faces in and just spreading the ignition and scorched love. And I've taken in my Ascendancy Rocket Launcher because there are a few long-range kick-ins to give. But to be perfectly honest with you, you could just take in what you like. I mean, you know, a nice Linear Fusion, maybe if you've got Briar's Contempt. A solar one would be good. Or there's a Stasis Linear Fusion, maybe you could take in too. And you don't even have to do anything for a Sunshot. Something with Incandescent would be incredibly useful as well. But really, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. I have put on a healing rift here as well. But like the Bannerfall Titan would be utterly fantastic. Or an Invis Hunter using your Geofalcon's Hoberk. That would be excellent as well. Any of those builds would see you through nicely. And of course, because it's normal level and not legend level, nothing is locked. So you can change your weapons in and out as you see fit. Another thing to bear in mind, there are a few jumping sections in here as well. So I've gone for my Strafed Glide for my Warlock. If you're running it with a Titan and you have problems jumping, make sure you've got your Lion Rampants on hand. That's very, very useful. And of course, if you're a Hunter, you could also stick in your Frosties, which is very, very useful too. Okay, so here we are in the beginning part of the mission. A nice bit of jumpy stuff here. We've got sweaty bells there that you can shoot and they open up and act as platforms. But this will just go this way, look, and I'll show you exactly where to go. Now, we do have a secret chest in here as well. That's well worth picking up. I've already picked mine up, so whether or not I'll see it, but I'll show you exactly where it is. What we want to do here, really, I kind of want to get to there, right? So you can shoot that sweaty bell and land on that one, and just go across to here. Hello, sweaty bell, yes. And then we need to jump up onto that bit here. Just drift across, and voila, lovely stuff. And then we're going to be jumping across here, kind of to the center, and across here as well. Now, the sweaty bell, I don't... Not the sweaty bell, the secret chest is just down here. So you walk onto this little walkway here. That's the way we're going to end up going. But the sweaty bell, I mean the chest is down here, look. Just drop down, and there we go. There is the chest lurking in the corner. I've already had it this week, so it's actually gone for me. But it'll be roughly there for you to pick it up. Okay, and then we just want to make our way back round now to the first part. So we want to keep on going around. So that's the way we came from. I'm gonna die. There we are. That's the way we just came from. What we want to do is open up that sweaty bell there and jump up to this one, and then jump up to this one. You can see, look, where we're going. We're just going over towards the light Carol Ann there. Yeah, so let's just jump up this way and shoot that one. Land on here. And we're going to have some Vex waiting for us here as well, so you're going to get a bit of target practice in. You do get a lot of Minotaurs in this with Void Shields, so it's well worth bringing in a Void weapon as well. I'm not heeding my advice because I'm an idiot. But see, look there. They're very, very annoying. But there you go. Take them out. Very, very nice. Sunshot is great at a distance. There's 2 of them, look. I didn't realise there was 2 of these idiots, and they've killed me. Don't worry about dying, because that happens all the time. Anyway, here we are again. Let's go and finish them off. See, they've all legged it around the corner now, but that's okay. Yeah, you see, if I'd had a void something or other, I'd have sorted them. There we go. Going around the corner, there's the other idiot as well. Yes, that's good. And if you just want to do a bit of overkill, slam them in the face with this. Hardy har har. Right, okay, there we go. And we're out now. Here. And jumping over to here. And here you can see the beauty of the place, and the beauty it is as well. It's a very, very nice place. Now, no doubt we're going to have secrets strewn all around this particular area, but there's nothing here for it this week. So all we need to do is basically run through to the end and watch out for the snipers. There they go. Goodbye, you ravenous arse. See, they're very, very irritating. We've got taken in here as well. So what is nice is on your artifact, make sure you've got the extra taken damage on in the second column there, which is very, very useful. Yes, that's good. I'm going to stick a little rift down here. Come on, rifty, pifty, wifty. And we're going towards the end here, and there's a few more taken on the way. You've got another sniper on the way over there. Oh, he died before he could pop his shield. Good. It's very pretty around here. This is the Black Garden, don't you know? It's very, very nice. It's certainly got like a Japanese feel to it as well, because it reminds you of cherry blossom, all the stuff on the floor. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, what we've got here is an introduction to the first mechanic, okay? So, well, there's only one mechanic in it, really. It's just stepping in 2 different types of buffs, which allow you to do 2 different types of things. So what I mean is that we've got a shielded phalanx up the end there, and you can only shoot him or take his shield down when you've got this buff active, right? So, oh, you belling. Right, there we go. So there he is. He's just appearing up here, and this is the buff. You step in this one. It's the blue one. We'll call it the blue. It's called Sire's Obligation, but we'll call it the blue one. Now, when you've got that buff on, that's when you can damage him. And if you want to just restart the timer, just walk back into it and walk back out again. Look, it gives you 45 seconds, basically. So we'll just slam this guy. Oh, Warframe's updated. We'll slam this guy with that. Bang. Yeah, it's not too bad. You do have some guys popping up behind you, which is annoying. But we'll just go and take this guy out. You're still 31 seconds. That's plenty of time. There we are. I'm using my timing well here. And another one. One more for luck. He might even fall off, because he does fall off quite a bit, this chap. That would be quite useful as well as you hold stasis, and you can do a finisher on him as well, look, so we can just finish him here. Boom, goodbye, bang. So what you've got there is an introduction to the first buff mechanic, okay? So we're just going to come on through here, and we're going to run our way down here now, and this is the only mechanic you're going to use in this first room. Right, so here we are. I've just cut now to this other bit so I can show you exactly how this baby works. So you can see our buff there, the Sire's Obligation, which allows us to shoot through the shields of the phalanxes. And we have 3 of them here. We've got one over there, look, and you can see that one's got a birdie symbol above its head. We've got one in the center, which I believe has a snake above its head. So there's another guy with shields down there. There he is, the obdurate phalanx. And then the final one is the fish over there, and there's the other one. So you need to shoot these in a certain order, hardy har, to get the thing to open, okay? The door to open. Now, you'll find out what the order is because it's actually hidden above the door there. So let's have a little look here. We just want to go around the front here. There we go. So we've got to shoot it, look, in the order of, go away, in the order of snake, bird, and then fish, okay? So we need to do the snake first, then the bird, then the fish. And now, if there's more than 2 of you doing this, it is a hell of a lot easier. But, of course, if you're doing it solo, it can be a bit tricky because you will wipe. Just remember, in order to see which one is which, you need to have walked through the Sire's Obligation first of all. So there you go. Make sure you shoot them in that order. They're all taken. They do take a bit of a kicking, and they do kind of respawn as well from time to time. Plus, you do also have the Cyclopses, don't you, as well? So, Snake was the first, and I'll just do the first one here to show you what's what. Kick their faces in. Yeah, so the Cyclopses can shoot you from afar. They shoot you with a nasty void. One-hit death, which is what they do. Be careful of that, really. It's very, very irritating. So there we go, we're just polishing off the last of the phalanxes, and once they're done, the doorway will open. You'll see all 3 symbols have now disappeared from above it, and we're going to make our way into the next section. Now, this bit introduces you to the next mechanic. You know, we had the blue swirly thing in that one. We've got a red swirly thing in this one as well. It's not actually too long, this exotic mission. It's not too bad at all. I'm doing this solo. You can see I'm doing it as solo, but I will show you at the end as well how I did the cheese too. But I did try it with Death L and DK, and we did find it very easy with a team of more than one. Anyway, a team of 1. Stupid boy. There's the new buff hole, look. Now, when you stand in the new buff hole, it gives you something called Dam's Gift, which allows you to walk through smoky cough areas. So what we've got here, look, you can see we've got the orange areas. We've got one in the center, we've got one on the right, and we've also got one hidden behind the pillar behind us there on the left. Apparently, that one on the left, there's a creature in there, another phalanx with a symbol above its head that you need to shoot, although we do not know what that's for yet. That's going to be further down the line because things are going to unlock in this mission as we go on week to week. So here we go, you can see him in the red buff. We're just following our way around and bang, we're straight back out again. Not too bad at all. Most of the sections aren't too bad, actually. Now, here we go. This is another bit of a scrap. Now, you can see we've got these 3 diamonds, and then there's that shielded portal way there. We need to deactivate those 3 diamonds in order to open the portal. Now, in order to do that, we've got 3 areas which you'll be able to find pretty easily around here. They're guarded by wyverns, and these wyverns guard switches, which you then activate to deactivate those diamonds. So first of all, you've got your leafy vex that you need to kill in this area here. So we'll just give them a swift kick in. There we go, let's finish off that final Minotaur, and then we'll get our Dam Busters. Now, we can go into either one of these. They all pretty much lead on to each other, so just pick one and kill them off. So, like you can see, we've got some annoying snipers in here, and we've got the big wyvern. All I can recommend that you do is just take your time, use cover. If you find that the buff is counting down too quickly and you're not going to inflict enough damage, remember you can just leave the way you came, go back, stand in the buff in the center, and then come back in and finish the job. In fact, I believe that's what I do here, or do I kill him straight off? Yeah, no, there we are. We've got him killed. There we are. That's excellent. And then once we've done that, look, don't need to worry too much about the extra gits. Once you've killed the wyvern, you can then go and flick the switch. There we are. Look, you can see I'm panicking. I've only got 5 seconds left. So I come back out. I'll go and stand in the buff in the center if I ever remember where it is. There I just remembered where it is. Stupid boy. And now we've got the full time to go back in and activate the switch, which is just at the back of the room here. So there we go. We can flick the switch here, and that'll then deactivate the diamond out there. And then we need to go and find the second wyvern. Now, you can either go back out the way you came, or there's back doors to the place, like this one here. So I'm running through here. There we are. We don't need to worry too much because we're out of the dammy area. And then we can continue on this way until we find the next wyvern. You can see then I've cleared them out. We've got another buff that we can use here to go back through the red stuff. So I'm grabbing that just in case, and I'm heading into this area here where we just have another wyvern. He's around to the left. Look, there we are. We can see the dome. That is the shielded, that shields the switch. And when you kill the wyvern, that shield drops. So just remember to back off. And this was not so bad, actually, because you don't have any of the red stuff. So just administer kick-ins until the Minotaurs and the wyverns and everything are deaded. Here he comes. Look like a really annoying bell end. Hit him with something. There we go. So wyvern down. You can see the shield will drop. We just go over there and flick a switch, and then we just need to do the final switch as well. Now, we've got a red area that we need to go through there to get back out. So what I'm going to do is just run back this way and grab the buff. There we go, gets killed, nearly killed me. I've grabbed the buff, and then I'm going to go back into the way where the wyvern was. I could have gone back around the way I came as well and popped into the other door that I didn't go into because they are all connected. It does feel a little bit labyrinthine, but it's not so bad. But anyway, I found going forward was the best way to do it. So I've come out into this next dam area, and would you show you out? We're back out in the middle again, look, as well, okay? So the only doors now, I just come out of the left door there, and I've already done the right door. So the last door I'm going to do is the one in the center. Yeah, so I just came out of that way, so they kind of loop around, and this one just goes in as well, but this does connect with them too. You can pick either or and make your way there. There we go, and this is the last wyvern room. So So you just need to give the kick-ins in, and then we make our way back into the centre. I found an offensive super here incredibly handy for my solo Warlock instead of the Rift. There we go, Warlock destroyed, Wyvern destroyed. We can jump up to where the Wyvern was now and flick the switch, and then the portal will open. So we need Ned, whoever Ned is, we don't want anything to do with him. Once you flick that switch as well, all the red stuff will disappear, so you don't have to worry about buffs any longer for this section. You can just travel your way back to the main room. You'll eventually get there. Don't fall down that hole. I nearly did that 1,000 times. Yeah, so just make your way back out to the main area. Now then, you can see there's more Vex appeared, and we got eliminate the Vex as the final thing. We've got a giant Minotaur boss here at the end that we need to sort out, and a Wyvern as well. But what's pretty good is that you've got loads and loads of cover here, so it's a relatively simple battle, to be honest. I use that pillar in the centre as cover, and that one a little bit further down, and then just take them out, yes. As well as the Wyvern and the giant Minotaur boss. You can see him, he's just starting to spawn in there now. Right up the back, we have some snipers. So you've got one Quantum Hobgoblin sniper git there, and there are 2 up the back as well. Be careful of those, because they can plant them on you pretty damn quick. There he is, the massive git, look, so you just dispatch of him by using cover. I dare say Sleeper Simulant would be nice here as well. Now the guy's health isn't that bad, really. I mean, I was faffing around quite a lot, because this was my first go, and I was being very, very cautious, but I hammered him with the super, and it didn't take very long at all. And there's the 2 turnips at the back there. Shoot them down, and then we're ready to carry on. So here we go. Onwards. And now another little slight jumpy bit. And then we've got another area that kind of combines those 2 mechanics that we've just recently used. And then we use them for the final boss as well. Now this bit bugged out for me loads of times. I couldn't get underneath there. So I did die quite a few times just trying to sneak around this area. I kept on getting spongled off by that really annoying doof thing. Look at it, it's going all weird. But I do eventually do it. So here we go. I duck, I actually get through, and you can jump from here. Careful, don't smack your head on the ceiling, because that'll plonk you straight down into the ground. Land on this ledge here. Watch out for the sticky inny-outy thing. Then you want to jump over to this further ledge here. I used that to kind of stop myself, really. And then here's the next bit. Now, I believe I did completely ruin this as well, because as I jumped off over here, I hit my head on the ceiling and ruined the jump and plummeted to my death, which I do quite frequently. There we go. I didn't double tap fast enough, and I'm dead. Luckily, however, it didn't put me back to the start, look, so I can just go from this part here. So jump across, there we go, that's better. Land on the ledge there. Now then, this one as well, you can see it goes up when this other one comes out, so they kind of go back and forth. I've hit me mic there, back and forth. It's pretty easy to get through. Just remember that when the one closest to you is down, that one is open. So I'd start when that one is closed, and then once it opens, when you get there, okay? Next part is you just got to jump around this bit, really. Watch those doodads. I landed on it. There we go. That's where you want to go. Go towards the light, Caroline. And then another bit. Carefully don't drop down. And that's it for this jumpy section, I believe. No, this is the last bit. Look. See, I'm wrong. Here we are, heading into the daylight. Now, these areas that we're heading to here have got the double use mechanic. But we're not quite there yet. Just want to fight your way through a few Vex. It's basically the doorway directly opposite from where you came in. So just follow that around. I'm nosing all the time here to see if I can see any secret areas, of which I have found a couple, actually, as we're going. But that will be another video, because today we just want to get our lovely new bow, don't we? Yes. So here we go, we're just following the pathway around. You can see the grey pathway on the floor. Just follow that all the way around to the right. And then this is the final bitty bit over there, look. We do have to turn to our right here, though, to continue on. Let's just jump on over here. And over here. And then we're jumping down then, down to that little platform there with the lovely wavy flowers on it. Not too far to go now. And then jumping over here. Oh, yes, this bit. There's loads of enemies here. Be very, very careful. I was killed here quite a bit. It's not a respawn, like a restricted respawn area. So you just got to kill them all, basically. But there's quite a few phalanxes shooting those annoying TikToks at you with arc shields. And if you haven't arced up like I've done there, this can be slightly tricky. But it's not disastrous, because you can just respawn and attack them again and again until they're done in. So there we go, kill the phalanxes there. Then we're going to just make our way to the last but one area. The boss room is just there, but we've got one more thing to do to learn the new mechanic. Now, the new mechanic is a combination of both the buffs. So you've got the two separate buffs. You've got the blue one and the red one. Was it the Sire of Obligation and then the Dam Busters one? Well, when you go through both of them, they combine to make it called the Dragon's Crowned, I believe. So let me show you exactly what I mean here now. So we're going to run up into the area here. We're going to have lots of Taken. We're going to have 3 of the Phalanxes again, as we normally have. Plus, we've got symbols that we need to kill them with in a certain order. Yeah, so here we go. We've jumped in, and here they start spawning in here in the roost. Now, you can see there we are. We've got 1 Phalanxer there. There's another room just through that way there, and there's another room off to the left as well. So you can see here in the center, it shows you which guys you have to kill and which order. So I've got dragon, fish, and snake. So I've got to go looking around for exactly the correct one. Now you've got to get the blue buff, which will show you symbols, and then the red buff will allow you to go into the other smaller, the red rooms, and kill the gits in there, because they are also shielded as well, okay? So at the moment, look, you can see I've just got Sire's Obligation on, which means all I can do is kill the guys with the shields here. So I can kill this guy, no problem at all. But in the area where this guy is, look, you can just see it whizzing on the floor there. That's the red buff there as well, the Dam's Gift. So you need to go through both of those in order to activate the, what's it called? The Crowned by Dragons. Look, there we go. I've got that for 44 seconds. And then all I need to do is go and kill the guys in the correct order. So I've killed that guy there. I've got the Crowned by Dragons, and then I'm off to do the fish here. Pop into the fish room, do the killing there, but you need to be crowned by dragons in here, look, because you've got the red stuff. So make sure you've got both buffs before you come in here, otherwise you won't be able to inflict damage on the shielded fellow. There are 2 red rooms in this area that hold the gittage. So there's one on the far left, and then there's this one here on the right, where you basically have to do the same thing. Make sure you've got the Crown by Dragons buff. The only one you don't need the Crown by Dragons for is the one out in the open in the center. You can just kill that one as you please. So once you've killed all 3 of these, then it's on to the final boss. Now, before we start the boss fight, just make sure that you use your raid banners here so you can get yourself fully up to charge. Don't miss that one. And then you can see in here, look, there's the boss through there, and there's both the buffs that you need to activate in order to kill him. But look, I've just jumped across here to show you can actually reach him. It says immune here because I'm a bit of a stupid idiot and haven't gotten the buffs, so I can't damage him, okay? But if you jump down there, look, I'm going to pick up the red and the blue buff. You can see it says Crowned by Dragons there, and then once you jump up to the top, you can then just administer kick-ins from there. Now, I've got in here as an experiment to see what happens. This is the normal way to fight him. His energy isn't too bad, but there are loads of ads that spawn in. You've got loads of harpies who appear above, and on the left and the right, you can redo your buffs there as well. Look, you can see you've got the blue one here and the red one over the other side, and that just recharges it up to 45 seconds. But like an idiot, I've been absolutely slaughtered, sticking my neck in and having a little look. But don't panic, because if you do die on the boss bit, you don't have to do the bit before. It just starts you right back at the boss battle again. So here we go. We'll slam in our raid banner and then get our buffs. And I'm going to show you now the cheese, okay? Which is really easy if you're a single player. You need to jump straight up. You need to land up on that lip there. So here we go. I'll jump up, look. And then, there we go. Now, then your weapons will basically poke through the force field, so you can just administer kick-ins, look. So there we go. Wallop, hit them again. If you've got a wish, not wish, but yeah, if you've got the wish ender, or anything that's anti-barrier, you should be able to shoot straight through the barrier, which is very, very useful. Just remember, though, as well, the buff counts even when you're standing outside from this point. So once it counts down to 0, just jump back down, pick up the buff, and jump back up again. You can receive damage from here as well. You can receive splash damage from the Hydra, because it shoots quite heftily, so you're going to get some splash damage from there, so don't be afraid to jump down. There we are. You can be detained also. I'm being detained there, look, but just make sure you're using something like a fusion rifle, which you can blast yourself out of there, no problems at all. And I just stayed here and did the kick-ins. Now look, I can't damage him because I haven't twigged that my buff has ended, yes? So once that happens, jump down, pick the buff back up, and then carry on. There we go, finally noticed. Pick the buff back up, and then jump back up again, and carry on. They got detained there again, just watch out for that. Make sure you clear that as quickly as possible. Now this will no doubt be patched reasonably soon, I'd have said. So It's just a matter of practice of doing the central room. I've yet to run it through solo on this room, but if I was you, I'd just do Fire Team Finder. It really, really will be the easiest way for you to do it, and you can just set it up so you don't want to have comms as well, you know? So it'll be very, very easy, just like getting a match-made game in you, really. So that's what I recommend, and of course, Perseverance as well. Now, he can teleport around the place quite a bit. Look, he's gone right up the back. He does come really close down to you as well. So just bear in mind that if he gets a bit closer and you jump back down to get the buffs, he can shoot you through the doorway too when you're getting the buffs. So be careful of that. You might also find that you need to run into the room when it's quiet or the boss is away from the main doorway, so you can go and pick up some of the ammo that's hanging around in there. Because there's usually quite a lot of it, and you're going to run out of it if you're staying up here shooting from the ledge. There we go. He's trashed. Lovely, lovely. And everyone else is trashed as well. I've been detained. Look, last knock-ins. Thanks very much. So what we've got to do now is run out and pick up the chest, which will give us our Wish Keeper. Hooray and huzzah and hurrah. There's also a really cool little story at the end with an amazing little cutscene. And I found it... I was chalking up. I was finding it quite good. So I would recommend you watch that. It's really, really good. It adds a little bit of depth to Riven, which makes her more than this one-dimensional sort of nasty wish dragon. Yes. So there we go. That's how you get your Wish Keeper bow. Now, once you've had the bow, don't forget to extract the pattern from it. Just go to the normal place to extract the pattern, and it'll unlock the pattern immediately, and then you can start upgrading it in the Enclave when the upgrades start becoming available next week. Now, as with the Revision 0 and also that Vex Glaive that I've never used and can't remember, it's going to be related to the exotic mission. You're going to be able to unlock different aspects of the bow as time goes on, plus a catalyst as well. But I think that's going to be related to opening secret chests throughout the actual mission itself. So once they become available, I'll show you where they are, and then I'll show you exactly how to upgrade it. So there we go. There's your Wish Keeper. Let me know what you think of it. It's usually not very good in this current state. It's going to need a little bit of upgrading to make it a little bit worthwhile. And I quite enjoyed that mission as well. Let me know in the comments how you found it. If you managed to solo it, or if you used a Fire Team Finder, I heartily recommend that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage head. Sounded a bit like Tarzan then, didn't I? I don't look like him.